Let's get started. Analysis. The most important tool we will use during all the course, our brain power. I want you to become level God question askers. That's the key to success. So let's explore what is analysis. So we're gonna take something, we're gonna break it into small parts, study each part, explain it, and understand it. Okay? Take any problem you've had in your life. It doesn't matter if it's a good one or bad one. It doesn't matter. It just takes any scenario. And you can always ask these questions. You can ask, what happened and why did it happen in the past, right? For example, let's take a financial problem. What happened and why? The euro moved in any date 3 years ago. It moved 20% in one day. Okay, so what happened and what was the reason behind it? Why? Then in the present, right now, what is happening and why? Why is the euro moving 20% today? Search for the what and the why. And then using what we have learned, then we go and we say, okay, what could happen and why could this happen in the future, right? So that's the main way to approach analysis. Now, let me show you a more live example of how it works, no? For example, let's take the shares of Netflix, no? We go ahead, we do our research, and then we say, great, what moved prices in the past, okay? Well, let's say maybe Amazon Prime Video maybe released some ads and that changed the price of Netflix stock, right? Okay, what's moving prices now? And then we start searching. We find, oh, so the new season of Casa de Papel came out and the prices on Netflix changed because more people subscribe, no? Okay, is their business doing good? Okay, what are Netflix business metrics? For example, how many subscribers are they gaining per month? What is their target numbers? You see, like, what is the business figures behind Netflix that can tell us, okay, this company is performing good or bad? Then, is there any patterns? For example, is Netflix performing well always in December because people are annoyed and they want to stay at home watching movies, right? So a lot of people subscribe. I mean, what are the patterns? Or what time of the year usually you spot that Netflix is having some great movement? Do investors like to cash out and the stock drops in December? See? Then, how much it moves every day? Oh, okay, I see that Netflix usually is moving $10, $20 per day. I'm just making up numbers. It's not the real numbers. And then I say, okay, based on these numbers, I know that if this number suddenly gets exceeded, something weird is happening, right? So this is how you approach analysis. And why did I put a photo of Donald Trump here? Because also every time Donald Trump says the word huge or whatever it is he's saying, massive, any word, the markets move. So you need to spot it. You need to understand, okay, every time Trump says something about the markets, about taxation, about this, about that, the markets tend to react in any direction, can be up, can be down. So it's good to understand and analyze everything that is happening. And you do that by taking a piece of paper, okay, doing your research and writing down what, why, and answering all those questions, okay? Great. So let's talk about the two approaches of analysis, no? Look, we're going to be talking about the first one, technical analysis. In lesson number 11, you're going to explore it in depth because it's more advanced. You're going to see indicators, how it works, and all of that, blah, blah. But for now, we need to understand the basis of how it works. And let me start by saying one thing. It's not the beginner's way. It's complicated and beautiful, but I say it again, it's not the beginner's way. So I've seen some advertisements online on Facebook that say, once you learn technical analysis, trading is like a game. You click buy, you click sell, and I'm like, you should just go kill yourself for posting this ad. It's not simple, and it shouldn't be simple, and you understand why. So let's start with the definition. What is it? The art of attempting to forecast future prices by analyzing past market data, okay? So this means we don't care about Netflix business performance. We don't care about subscribers growth. We don't care about anything. We just look at a chart with the prices and we say, okay, based on the past prices, I'm going to try to predict how the future price is going to perform, right? And they have three principles, the technical analyst. So number one, the market discounts everything. What does this mean? In a simple way, is that it's all in the chart, okay? If a panda bear sneezed and a butterfly flapped its wings somewhere else, it's already in the chart. If all the fear of the investor, everything is accounted for, it's already in the chart. That's why they believe that the chart is a good way to predict the prices, no? Then, number two, prices moving trends. If you notice, if you have ever looked at a stock chart, and if not, you will look very soon, you'll notice that prices are never just going in a single way. Like, okay, if Microsoft stock went up this year, you're not gonna see just one big arrow going up. You're gonna see a zigzag. You're gonna see up, down, up, down, up, down, but it's going up. The general direction is going up, right? Great. And number three, history tends to repeat itself. And in this one, it's very simple. If it happened in the past, it can happen again, right? And well, if you look at the current world political situation and many things, even in our own lives, that one kind of like makes sense. So this is the main principles of technical analysis, no? And remember, it's all about predicting and forecasting the prices only using price data of an asset. So you can just print a chart, stare at it, draw some stuff, do some calculations, and say where this is going to go based on that. Now, is it 100% true or not? It depends. You'll see later on. Great. So the analysis approach number two, fundamental analysis, and also my personal favorite. I'm going to explain. What is it? The art of calculating the real value of something using data outside the price, okay? This data can be, look at each of these points right here. Performance reports, what I was talking about with Netflix. So how's Netflix doing? Did they sell a lot? Did they grow the subscribers they want to grow? What's going on? News drive the prices also. For example, let's say they find guilty of murder the CEO of an important company, right? And then they found he was embezzling money and disappearing it into the Cayman Islands. Great. That kind of news moves the price of the stock of the company, okay? The balance sheets also part of the performance reports. The income, how much money are they making? And look, macroeconomic indicators also, if a whole country situation is changing, if the interest rates are changing, and this causes the loans to become more expensive, more cheap, all the stuff I'm saying, you're going to see every one of them in detail later on as we move on through the course. Remember, this is just the basic introductory lesson to paint the picture for you. But fundamental analysis uses real data trying to get to calculate the real value of something, okay? Not just looking at the price or past prices. No, I want to see if this is really worth $40, for example. That's why I put a little braid here. And one important note, I've heard a lot of people say this. Fundamental analysis is you gotta look at the news. Yeah, you gotta look at the news. And I'm like, go kill yourself. It's not just looking at news. It's actually doing a lot of calculation, okay? For example, going into the website of this company, downloading the investor relationship report, reading it all, understanding where is the money in this company located. And there is a lot of advanced things you need to do to be a proper fundamental analyst, but at least I'll just show you the basics to understand where you're standing in terms of it, okay? Great. So now you understood what is analysis and the main two approaches that traders use for analyzing trading situations.